Hey y'all, and welcome back to Brandy Beauty TV. Today we'll be doing my client Danae's follow-up color appointment. And so once upon a time, Danae's hair was like, it was honestly, y'all, like to the base of her neck. But I knew how long her hair could be capable of growing to. So I expressed that to her and I said, look, your hair is very damaged. You gonna let me care for it or not? Because if you let me care for it, I need to be able to really get my hands in it and do what I know needs to be done. She said, all right, Brandy, I trust you. She gave me a hug. That was that. And now we here. Her hair is to the middle of her back. It has just grown so long. And before this actual session, she let me color it. So I said, this would be perfect. I need to film this because after I color my client's hair, a lot of people always wonder, how is their hair getting, remaining so healthy after receiving hair color? Because I'm not going to lie, in the African American community, having healthy hair and hair color is almost taboo. It's always, the hair color broke my hair off. The hair color broke my hair off. And I'm like, no, hair color does not break your hair off. Lack of knowledge is what breaks your hair off. So I want to show you guys a go-to regimen that will pretty much work for anybody after getting hair color, and you're going to see great results. You'll be able to maintain your integrity, keep your moisture levels up, your hair will continue to grow, and you'll also keep your color vibrant. So step one was to clarify her hair with a clarifying shampoo, and all that basically does is remove any type of cast, buildup, dirt, little microscopic particles that you may see. The clarifying shampoo is going to eliminate all of that, and it's going to give you a nice, clean, fresh slate to work on. After the clarifying shampoo, which mind you must be sulfate free if you have color treated hair, sulfate free is the best way to go because it doesn't strip the hair. After that, we are now using a blue neutralizing shampoo, and that's going to eliminate any orange undertones in her hair. Now, I didn't lift Danae's hair too light, so she's not really like a harsh blonde, I would say. She's more like a blonde, and blonde is just some fancy word circulating around that just means brown and blonde together. Some people don't want all blonde, so blonde is, that's that perfect in between. So this shampoo is going to keep her color looking very fresh, and it's going to neutralize any harsh orange warmth that might try to peek through, which is very common because in medium blonde hair the undertone is orange, and all hair color does fade warm eventually because that's its natural base. So we also always want to keep that neutralized, so that blue shampoo is going to do that. Now I am using a moisturizing shampoo, and then not only is it a moisturizing shampoo, but it has repair agents in it as well, because when you lighten your hair, sometimes you can disturb the cuticle layer, and so everything you do in the shampoo process is the most important part of caring for your hair. Hair care begins at the shampoo bowl, so moisturizing her hair is a vital part of maintaining her integrity, because if your hair is dry and damaged, it will break. The key to repelling dry, damaged hair is keeping it moisturized. And so we're now moisturizing it, and it's going to soften up her cuticle. It's going to allow the next step, which is going to be our mask. It's going to allow that to penetrate better, and it's going to keep her hair nice and flexible, and that's what we want. Now for our last step of the shampoo process, the intensive repair mask. Y'all, don't skip out on conditioning your hair. Conditioning your hair is what's going to revive it, seal your cuticles, and provide the strength. Once your cuticle layer is nice and prepped from cleaning it, toning it, and moisturizing it, that conditioner is just going to just it's just going to be ready for it. So I'm using the Wella Fusion Plex mask. However, some of these products that I'm using, guys, are salon grade products, and they can make a big difference. However, what I'm going to do is, some of them actually may be available for public purchase, but those that aren't, I'm going to provide at-home products that work just as great. And some of the at-home products that I'm going to put down there, I actually use in the salon. So I'm going to list all of everything that I recommend in the description box, okay? So after I apply her mask, and which is an intensive repair mask, I'm going to sit her under the steamer so it can get those follicles opened and remove any toxins, soothe her scalp, repair her hair shaft, and it's also going to allow this mask to also penetrate a little bit deeper as well. All right. So now we got Danae, so fresh and so clean. You can tell her hair just bouncing and behaving. Like, her curls is popping. That's one thing about Danae. Her curls have always been popping. Like, even when her hair was like damaged, her curls was still popping. I couldn't figure it out, but she always had like the best curls ever. So now they, even more beautiful now that it's hydrated, and we have her ends nice and trimmed and everything. So in this video, I'm not going to trim her ends, but I do want to highlight that trimming is very important. And that's another way to also ensure that your hair color stays fresh and vibrant. When your hair color, when your hair is colored and you have broken and split ends in between it, it's definitely more noticeable than when it's dark. So you want to be sure to make sure they're always sealed and you don't leave any room for split ends to travel up your hair shaft, because it's not a matter of if, but when, because it is going to do it if you don't seal it and catch it in advance. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and blow dry her hair really good. And of course, we used our heat protectant, as you saw. That's going to be in the description box. I use the Affirm Care. Or sometimes I'll use KeraCare. You'll see me oftentimes rotate between KeraCare, Affirm Care, and Design Essentials. Those are my 3 go-to heat protectants. I believe they should be all 3 available in your local beauty supply store. If not, then you may be able to find it online. I know Design Essentials, you can definitely find that in Sally's and in your local beauty supply, and you can also find the KeraCare. The Affirm, I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But anyways, I'll still have them listed in the description box for you to go purchase. And make sure you use that before blow drying your hair, because that's going to seal in sheen, and that's also going to protect your hair from the heat of the blow dryer. So y'all, I cannot do this video without mentioning that Danae just had a baby a couple months ago, and he's just so precious. I just love the little baby. His name is Caden, and he is just everything. He just went on a rampage, y'all. I mean, he was just crying. I said, girl, you're gonna have to pick him up, because he's trying to understand what's his blow dryer about. Why is this lady over your head? He don't know me. He's frustrated. He's hungry. He's cranky. He's tired. Pick him up. You gotta pick him up. So she was rotating between being a mom and getting her hair done at the same time, and I just love it. Sometimes, we just got to do that. We just got to thug it out. We still got to look good. Life still goes on, and we still got to be mamas at the same time. So, yeah, I just wanted to mention that. He's just so adorable. He wound up doing good, though. He thugged it out for us. Okay, so y'all see how her hair is just like silking out the way that it is? That's because we prepped it at the shampoo bowl. You can see she doesn't have any brass in her hair. It's nice and it's hydrated. It has a nice luster on it. You can see the sheen. I mean, it's doing exactly what we needed to do. And this is why I always stress that the most important part of any hairstyle in the foundation is what happens at the shampoo bowl. A lot of people forego and don't really understand how important your products at the shampoo bowl are, but they are crucial, because if you use something that's going to strip your hair too much, you're going to see that at the end when you try to go blow dry and press your hair out, your hair is going to be crunchy and dry, and it's not going to behave the way that you want it to. So that 3-step process, the clarifying shampoo, the toning shampoo, and the moisturizing shampoo, they matter a whole lot. Now, if your hair is more on the medium blonde to dark blonde side, you're going to be using a blue-based toning shampoo, okay? I like Matrix. That's one of my favorites, but there's so many others on the market. However, I'll list Matrix below, and I think you can get that at Ulta, JCPenney, and Macy's as well. Don't quote me on Macy's, but I think Macy's sells it too. And then if your hair is blonde, you'll be using a purple toning shampoo. Now be careful if your hair is blonde, because sometimes purple toning shampoos can stain, so sometimes you kind of have to dilute it just a little bit with a little bit of water. Just be a little bit careful with that. But shampooing your hair with your toning shampoos and letting it sit for a few minutes is really going to help maintain the vibrance in your hair color, and that's going to keep it looking healthy. So for Danae's hairstyle, we're going to be doing some nice smooth body curls. And I chose to do that because Danae is more on the simple side. She's really not that flashy in a sense. And also her hair color is really doing the talking now. So she said, oh, we can just go for something nice and simple. You know, won't have to do any no waves or anything like that, at least not today. So body curls it was. So I pulled out my 1 1/4" barrel iron, and this is by Babyliss. But you can also use the one by Hot Tools as well. They have a really good barrel iron, and there are so many on the market now, guys, like really good quality. I know Golden Hot has an excellent ceramic barrel iron line as well. So yeah, 1 1/4" is the size. You can use the brand of your choice, and I'm just taking them and just wrapping them through and pinning them. And that's just going to secure them, let them cool a little bit, because I don't want them to fall too fast. I want them to have some kind of volume to it. Don't want her to be just super flat. So, oh, and by the way, y'all, we did not spray Caden, okay? I told her, put that blanket and create a little barrier. I'm going to spray lightly and then fan it real fast, because we do not want him inhaling any fumes or anything like that. So, we all made sure baby was safe. So anyways, after we pin them, we're going to take those down, and I'm just going to toss them with my fingers, and she's going to have this nice, beautiful, airy look to her curls. And you'll see at the end how she was just doing a doggone thing, okay? Like, Danae was working, okay? Okay, guys, so let's do a quick recap of the 3 things we need to make sure that we are doing to make sure that we are taking care of our hair color. Number 1, your shampoo regimen should include a good clarifying shampoo, toning shampoo, moisturizing shampoo, and a repair mask, okay? Now, you can alternate that repair mask with a regular standard conditioner every now and then, okay? As for your shampoos, at least the moisturizing and the clarifying, make sure that they are sulfate free. That is very important, because you don't want to strip the hair or compromise it any more than what it already is, okay? After that, we want to make sure we're trimming it. Make sure you get your hair on a trimming schedule. Those who delay trims, 4 months, 6 months, 8 months, a year after getting your hair color, your hair is going to be damaged. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. You're going to see it. And whatever damage you would have had normally, you can pretty much multiply that times 10 if you have color, okay? So don't delay getting your hair trimmed. After that, we want to make sure that we are using heat protectants when we are blow drying our hair and using any type of heat styling. Now, I normally use heat protectants anyway. I mean, whether your hair is colored or not, I'm just going to do that. However, if your hair is colored, you can't afford to miss out on the heat protectant because your hair is already a little bit weaker. So the key to all of this is when you color your hair, you are removing things such as protein and you are changing the structure of your hair. You are essentially changing the composition. Everything we remove, we want to make sure that we put back in, and that is what's going to keep your hair looking beautiful, vibrant, healthy, and keep it growing and flowing, okay? So, as always, if y'all have any questions, put them in the comments and I will do my best to answer them, okay? So we are done with Danae's hair. It turned out so beautiful and I am so just pleased with her hair, how far we have come. Y'all, Danae would not let me put those shears to her head. She was just so apprehensive. I mean, she would let me do it, but Lord, she was sad while I was doing it. So she has come such a long way. Now she be looking for me like, I need my hair trim. I need my hair trim. I'm like, come on, let's trim it because you know, trimming is the key to healthy hair. So it turned out beautiful. I love it. And she is on her way. And look, she done put on the whole show. She just couldn't wait. So I'm gonna let her go ahead and do her little take. And y'all go ahead and check out all the playlists that I have created just so you can have a little easier access to watching previous uploads. And if you have not already subscribed, make sure you do so. And I will see y'all next week. Toodles!